Hello, everyone. Today, I will tell you a simple love story. This story is easy to understand. This story is for English beginners. Listen carefully and enjoy the story. Emily was a young woman. She lived in a small, quiet town. Her life was simple. She woke up every morning, went to work, and came home in the evening. She worked in a small coffee shop near her house. Every day, Emily served hot coffee, sweet tea, and fresh bread. She always smiled to her customers. People liked her because she was kind and polite. But inside her heart, Emily often felt alone. She had no boyfriend. She had no special person in her life. At night, when she went home, she sat by her window and looked at the stars. She asked herself one question again and again. Will I ever find true love? Emily believed in love. She believed in kind love. She believed in simple love. But she never found it. One morning, something new happened. When Emily opened the coffee shop, a new customer came in. He was a young man with short black hair and gentle eyes. He looked tired, but he smiled. He walked to the counter and said softly, "Good morning. 1 cup of coffee, please." Emily looked at him and smiled back. "Good morning. Please wait a moment," she said. She made the coffee carefully. Her hands were a little nervous, but she did not know why. She gave him the coffee. "Here you are," she said. "Thank you," he replied. Their eyes met for a short moment. It was just 1 second, but Emily felt something in her heart. Her heart beat a little faster. The young man sat near the window and drank his coffee quietly. After a few minutes, he stood up and walked to the door. Before he left, he looked back and said, "Your coffee is very good. Thank you." Emily smiled again. "See you," she said. But she did not know if she would really see him again. The next day, the same man came back. "Good morning," he said. "Good morning," Emily replied, a little shy. Again, he ordered 1 cup of coffee. Again, he sat near the window, and again, before he left, he thanked her. This happened every day. Every morning he came. Every morning he ordered the same coffee. Every morning they said only a few simple words. But in Emily's heart, something slowly began to grow. One day, the shop was very quiet. There were no other customers. Only Emily and the young man were there. When Emily gave him the coffee, he did not go to his seat. He stayed near the counter. He looked at Emily and smiled. "My name is Daniel," he said. Emily felt surprised, but happy. "My name is Emily," she replied. Daniel nodded. "Nice to meet you, Emily." "Nice to meet you too, Daniel." There was a short silence. Both of them felt shy, but warm. Daniel spoke again. "I come here every day. Your coffee makes my mornings better." Emily felt her face a little hot. "Thank you. I am happy to hear that." After that day, they talked a little more every morning. They talked about small things, about the weather, about work, about their favorite food. Emily learned that Daniel worked in an office not far from the coffee shop. She learned that he lived alone. She learned that he loved quiet places just like her. Daniel learned that Emily loved books. He learned that she liked simple music. He learned that she dreamed of a simple, happy life. Every day, they became a little closer. But Emily was afraid. She was afraid to fall in love. She was afraid to hope too much. She was afraid to get hurt. At night, she asked herself again, "Is this love? Or is this only a small feeling? Her heart felt warm when she thought of Daniel, but her mind was full of questions. One rainy morning, Daniel did not come. Emily waited. She looked at the door many times, but he did not appear. Her heart felt strange. She felt worried, but she did not know why. At noon, the rain stopped. The streets became quiet again. Still, Daniel did not come. When the shop was about to close, the door opened slowly. Daniel walked in, wet from the rain. His clothes were a little dirty. He looked tired, but he smiled. He felt relief in her heart. "Are you okay?" she asked. Daniel smiled weakly. "I had an accident on the way to work. Nothing serious. I am fine." Emily felt a strong feeling in her chest. She did not know why, but she felt very concerned. She gave him a warm drink instead of coffee. "This is for you," she said. Daniel looked surprised. "Thank you, Emily." Their eyes met again. This time, the feeling was stronger. Emily did not know it yet, but this was the beginning of a love story that would change her life forever. After the rainy day, Emily and Daniel became closer. They talked more. They laughed more. Their hearts felt warmer every day. Every morning, Daniel came earlier. He did not just come for coffee anymore. He came to see Emily. Sometimes he brought a small gift. One day, he brought a simple chocolate. Another day, he brought a small flower. "For you," Daniel said shyly. Emily felt happy, but also confused. Her heart was beating fast. No one had ever done this for her before. "Thank you, Daniel," she said softly. Her smile was brighter than before. One afternoon, after the shop was closed, Daniel waited outside. Emily was surprised to see him there. "Are you going home?" he asked. "Yes," Emily replied. "Can I walk with you?" Daniel asked. Emily felt nervous, but she nodded. "Yes, you can." They walked slowly on the quiet street. The sky was orange and pink. The air felt soft and calm. For a while, nobody spoke. They just walked side by side. Then Daniel spoke quietly. "Emily, do you like working at the coffee shop?" Emily smiled. "Yes, I like it. It is simple and peaceful." Daniel nodded. "I think you are simple and peaceful too." Emily felt her face turn red. She looked down and smiled shyly. From that day on, Daniel often walked Emily home. They talked about their dreams. "I want a simple life," Emily said. "A small house, a simple family, a happy heart." Daniel listened carefully. "I want the same," he said. Their dreams were very similar. This made their hearts feel closer. But inside Emily's heart, fear was still there. She had never been in love before. She did not know how to protect her heart. She was afraid to lose Daniel. One night, she sat by her window again. She looked at the stars. Her heart whispered, "I like him. I really like him." But her mind said, "Be careful. Love can hurt." One evening, Daniel asked Emily something important. "Emily, can I ask you a question?" he said. "Yes, Daniel." He took a deep breath. "Do you want to have dinner with me tomorrow night?" Emily's heart jumped. A dinner with him, she thought? She was nervous. She was happy. She was afraid. But she looked at Daniel's gentle eyes. She felt safe. "Yes," she answered softly. "I want to." Daniel smiled widely. "I will pick you up tomorrow." That night, Emily could not sleep well. She thought about the dinner. She thought about Daniel's smile. She thought about her own heart. She asked herself again and again, is this love? Is this real? The next evening, Emily wore her simple blue dress. She looked at herself in the mirror. She said, I'm not perfect, but I hope he likes me. When Daniel arrived, he looked surprised. You look beautiful, Emily, he said. Emily felt her heart melt. Thank you, Daniel, she replied shyly. They went to a small, quiet restaurant. They talked, they laughed, they shared simple food and warm smiles. For Emily, this night felt like a dream. On the way home, Daniel walked silently for a moment. Then he stopped. Emily, he said softly. Emily looked at him. I like you. I like you very much. I don't know what the future will bring, but I want to try. Emily's heart beat very fast. Her hands were cold. She wanted to say yes, but fear held her back. She looked down and said softly, Daniel, I like you too, but I am afraid. Daniel looked at her with kind eyes. He understand. I will wait. Emily felt tears in her eyes. She did not know why. That night, Emily went to bed with a heavy heart. She liked him. She wanted him. But fear was still stronger than love. She did not know that a big test was coming for their love. After that night, things became different. Daniel was still kind. He was still gentle. But he spoke a little less. Emily could feel it. The warmth between them was still there, but fear had built a small wall. Emily often asked herself, did I hurt him? Did I make the wrong choice? Every day, Daniel still came for coffee, but he did not stay long. He smiled, but the smile was not the same. Emily felt pain growing in her heart. One afternoon, Daniel did not come. Emily waited. She looked at the door again and again, but he did not appear. The next day, he did not come again. And the next day, still no Daniel. Emily's heart felt heavy. She could not focus on her work. Her hands were shaking. She was afraid. Did he leave? She whispered. On the fourth day, Emily made a brave decision. After work, she went to Daniel's office. She stood in front of the building with a nervous heart. She took a deep breath and went inside. She asked the receptionist, "Excuse me, does Daniel work here?" "Yes," the woman replied. "But he stopped working here 2 days ago." Emily felt her world stop. "Stopped working?" she asked. "Yes," the woman said. "He moved to another city." Emily's heart broke into pieces. That night, Emily cried for the first time in many years. Tears fell on her pillow. Her heart felt empty. She whispered, "I was afraid to love, and now I lost him." For many days, Emily lived with deep sadness. The coffee shop felt quiet and cold. Her days felt long and lonely again. But this time, the pain was different. This time, she understood one thing. She loved Daniel. One evening, weeks later, the coffee shop was almost empty. The sun was going down. Emily wiped the last table and turned to close the door. Suddenly, the door opened.
A familiar voice said, "Good evening." Emily turned around slowly. It was Daniel. He stood there with a small bag in his hand. His eyes were tired, but warm. Emily could not move. Her heart was beating fast. "Daniel," she whispered. "I moved because of work," Daniel said. "I thought I should leave. I thought maybe you did not want me." Emily's eyes filled with tears. "That is not true," she said. "I was only afraid, but I loved you." Daniel looked into her eyes. "Do you still love me?" he asked softly. Emily stepped closer. "Yes," she said. "I was just too scared to say it before." Daniel smiled gently. "I came back because my heart stayed here, with you." Emily's tears fell. But this time, they were tears of happiness. "I don't want to be afraid anymore. I want to try. I want to love you." Daniel took her hand. "I will walk with you slowly. I will not leave." That night, they walked together under the quiet sky, just like before. But this time, there was no fear between them. Only hope, only love. Emily learned an important lesson that day. Love is not about being perfect. Love is about being brave. Love is about choosing to stay even when you are afraid.